Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So today I'm going to present on why public speaking is so difficult. And the other day in the contest, someone told a joke about if you are called to be a speaker in a funeral, you would rather prefer to be in the casket, not speak. We're all afraid of public speaking. Many of us are not, but some of us are maybe. And today I'm going to try to explain from psychologically reasons, physiological reasons, hormonal reasons, biology, what's going on inside our body when we are doing public speaking and why it happens. And my hope is once you understand it, your fear of public speaking or apprehension of public speaking will reduce and your attitude towards public speaking will transform. And that's my hope. As I said, there is a joke in public speaking spheres that people prefer death over public speaking because it's so difficult. It appears to be so difficult, and let's look why. What do you think this is? What is this? Any guesses quickly?
A cat. Cheetah.
Eyes, human eyes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
These are eyes.
Human
I don't know
eyes.
what animal, perhaps cheetah, perhaps cat, perhaps human, but imagine you are going in a jungle. It's thousands of years ago. You live in a jungle and you are traveling in a jungle and you miss two eyes staring at you. The next thing that happens is you are the breakfast of that lion or cheetah or tiger or whatever. But if you see those two eyes and you run or fight or play dead, something, you are more likely to survive. And if you survive, then you pass on your genes to the next generation. So those people who are extremely tuned to eyes staring at them, very apprehensive of eyes staring at them, they survived, they thrived, and they passed on their genes. So that's why today we, all humans, have this primordial fear of eyes staring at us. And when you do public speaking, 20, 15, 30 set of eyes are staring at you. It is very disconcerting. It's a primordial programming that has made us survive all these years. And this is why public speaking is so difficult. Another reason public speaking is difficult. Let's say you were a fish. See, we all evolved from single cell to fish to vertebrate to primates to us, and I'm skipping many steps, but we are all afraid of enemies or predators. If you miss a predator, you're done. But if you miss a food opportunity, no problem, there is another one. So those animals who were not keenly tuned towards predators, danger, stress, negativity, they did not survive. They died. All of us, the rest of us who are left, we are very tuned to all sorts of negative stimuli. We are continuously looking for what can kill us. We today live in a modern society, nothing is going to kill us. Or accidents and all, but apart from that, nothing. But still, our primordial brain still looks for this negativity, this danger, this enemy. So when there is a deadline, your brain doesn't understand that it's just a deadline. It's not the end of life. When boss yells at you, your brain doesn't get it that it's not end of life. It's just boss yelling at you for some or the other reason. When something is due and you are late, your brain doesn't understand. It's not end of life. It always thinks, jumps to the conclusion that it's end of life. Now, I'm going to explain why this happens and how this manifests in our body. Ladies and gentlemen, you are a bag of water. Let me say it again. You are a bag of water. 70% of you is water. You are a bag of water supported by calcium sticks, propelled in your life by fiber, things you call muscle, controlled in short term by 3 pounds of cholesterol that sits right here. Our brain is made of full fat, cholesterol, 3 pounds, roughly, we all have it. In long term, we're all controlled by teeny tiny amounts of thousands and thousands of hormones and enzymes. They control our nature, our moods, all sorts of signaling goes through our body through that. And out of these thousands of enzymes or hormones, we are going to look at 2 today because those are the ones which are relevant for public speaking. If you don't recognize it, don't worry about it. But once I say the name, you will know it. The upper left is cortisol, the stress hormone, and the lower right is adrenaline, the excitement hormone. Whenever you are under stress, whenever a lion approaches you, brain quickly releases cortisol and adrenaline. And these are the things these hormones are programmed to do. You can't help it. This is what happens. Your heart starts beating fast. See, you have to survive next 10 minutes. It doesn't matter what happens after. In next 10 minutes, you have to survive. So your body starts pumping blood like crazy because you now have to run or fight. That's it. Immediately, you will start having butterflies in your stomach. Has anybody had this? Butterflies? The reason it happens is because in next 10 minutes, your digestion system has absolutely no use. If you cannot digest food for next 10 minutes, who cares? You want to survive. That's it. So digestion system shuts down. Resources are diverted towards muscles. Your throat dries. Has anybody had that? When you're under stress, your throat dries out. Why? Because all the liquid goes away towards your muscles. Again, same thing, survival, survival, survival. In next 10 minutes, you do not need immune system. Your white blood cells, the immune system, you don't need that. You have to survive. So all body does everything possible to make you survive. So immune system is shut down, digestion system is shut down, throat is dried up, your stomach has butterflies, and your liver pumps out large amount of glucose in your bloodstream because you need energy to run or fight or flight. And because of that glucose, your muscles start trembling. You see, trembling with fear, that's oversupply of energy to the muscles. They want action. They want you to take fight or flight. They are expecting action. So they have his huge supply of blood and glucose and oxygen. They start trembling. This is what trembling in fear means. Another thing that happens is your memory goes away. How many of you have had this experience? You are under stress, under the gun, and you forgot even your name. This happens. Your memory goes away. Because, again, same thing, survival. You don't need to think. You don't need to feel. Just run, fight or flight. That's it. All these happens because of cortisol, and adrenaline. Ladies and gentlemen, you are bags of water, supported by calcium sticks, propelled by fibrous muscles, controlled in short term by 3 pounds of cholesterol we call the brain, and in long term your nature is controlled by thousands and thousands of hormones and enzymes, and two of those, cortisol and adrenaline, are doing all those effects for you. They want you to survive. Again, as I said, your body, your primordial brain doesn't know that it's not a lion. It's just a deadline. It's just boss yelling. It's just or parents yelling. It's just something. It's just you're in a simple accident. No, suddenly you will have all these effects. Question is, what to do about it, right? Now, let me tell you what you cannot do. You cannot just wish it away. No, this is a physiological effect. It needs physiological action. You just cannot wish it away. There is no genie in the world who will suddenly take your cortisol and adrenaline out and the effects of those happening all over the body away from you. It is not going to happen. You can't just tell yourself, just calm down. Doesn't work. When somebody is in panic, if you tell them, just calm down, they will panic even more. Have you seen this? The best way to make somebody panic even more is to tell them in a calm and controlled voice, just calm down. Boom, they're going to get set off. Because the whole bomb is going off in their body. So what do? The most important, the most basic, and the most effective technique is breathe. Breathe. And today I'm going to show you a demo why it works. You might have seen, oh, just breathe long and deep and it will work. But why does it work? I'm going to show you. I want you to touch your neck and find your pulse. Everybody, find your pulse. Okay. Now, take a deep breath and hold and notice what happens to that pulse. Now let it go all the way out and notice what happens to that pulse. Anybody? What's happening when you take in? What happens?
It is normalized.
Yeah, it's going faster, right? Your heart is going faster. When you take breath inside, your lungs expand, your thoracic cavity expands, yes, but your lungs expand even more. The heart has little less space to play with, but it has to put out the exact same cardiac output, the blood output, so it quickens a little bit. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. And when you breathe out, exactly opposite. The lungs take much less space, heart has much higher room to play with. The heart has to pump out the exact same amount of blood, so it slows down a little bit. As simple as that. Because of this, what happens is your heart rate, when you are under stress, chaos, your heart rate going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, like crazy. It suddenly starts getting regulated. Heart rate goes up with breathe, heart rate goes down with breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And that is what is doing the magic. Your heart is getting into some sort of a coherence. And your heart, through the vagus nerve, which goes through the back of your neck, tells your brain to calm down. And it actually works. Your heart gets into a rhythm, and through the process of coherence, through the vagus nerve, that is parasympathetic nervous system, it tells your brain to calm down and it actually works. So this is the first thing you can do. And this breathe has a long form actually. It's an acronym. breathe stands for breathe regularly, evenly, and through heart every day. Now we're not gonna open a hole and start breathing through heart. No, we are gonna keep our attention on heart because that's what is doing the major work, right? If you bring your attention to heart and breathe regularly, evenly, deep, this is what you need to calm down your brain. Now, your brain is calm, but what about the muscles? They have received this huge dose of glucose and blood and oxygen, and it's trembling. That's not going to stop because of breathing. What you need to do for that is, and I'm going to show this as a demo to everyone. I would invite you, everyone, please wake up. Please get up. Everybody, please get up. Please get up. And now, with all your power, I want you to pretend that you are pulling it in, pulling it out. Make your muscles work against yourself. Pulling it in, pulling it out. Now add legs to it. Make your muscles work against you. Pulling it in, pulling it out. Full power. All the power. Add your back and front to it also. If you have back problem, don't do it. But legs and you can do it. Legs and hands. You have just consumed all the glucose and oxygen that was released by the liver, and now you are a little bit calmer. So this technique is called full body force. I made it up. Full body force. Now, if you are in a situation where you can't really move because it looks really weird, you can go to a restroom and do it. Or if you really can't go, then on the spot, you can just tighten yourself, release. Tighten yourself, release. That's it. This will consume the glucose and will help you calm down. It's called FBF, full body force. The other thing you can do is dead man's posture. In yoga, it's called Shavasana. So you can take Yoga Nidra, which is there are lots of instructions online how to do Yoga Nidra. You can do Yoga Nidra. That will calm you down as well. And the other thing you can do is meditation. It's very hard to do all these things when you are in the midst of chaos. So all these things you need to practice daily. And if you practice them daily, first of all, you will not panic in first place. And even if you do, you can immediately calm yourself down. So when I was going for all these contests, club level, I was okay. Area level, my stress level were high. Division higher, district even higher, going to the roof. So I had to do all this to calm myself down. That's how I survived those contests. Another thing you can do, you can imagine that all the people watching you are benevolent deities or angels. They're looking at you, they're blessing you, they want your success. You can imagine that. You can really put that in your head, practice again and again, and make it happen. This is where we started. Public speaking is hard because people are looking at us with their eyes. So what you can do is, when you look at people, don't look at their eyes, look at their ear. Don't look at their eyes, look at their ear. They will not know the difference, but you will have a world of difference. When you look at the audience, don't look at their eyes. If you're afraid of it, look at their ears. That's a Jedi mind trick of public speaking. You can give yourself positive affirmations. I matter, I can do anything, I believe in me, I'm beautiful. All these positive affirmations really work really wonderfully well. You can take help of ChatGPT. You can ask it questions. Give me 20 positive affirmations for a 43-year-old Indian male who's panicking in public speaking. And it will give you. And then out of the 20, you can throw away the 10, but 10 you will like. Keep them. Use them. In summary, and I like this about attitude, public speaking is all about attitude. If you count A to Z as 1 to 26, your knowledge is 96, your hard work is 98, but your attitude is 100. Coincidence? I don't know, maybe. So in summary, eyes cause us panic, negativity causes panic, cortisol, adrenaline gives our heart, stomach, throat, liver, immune system shivering, mind focus gone. How do you get it? You use full body force, breathe, yoga nidra, you use meditation, and assume everybody is benevolent deities, and don't look at people's eyes, look at their ears, and give yourself positive affirmations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ninath. That was very, very educative, to be honest. We have the 5-minute Q&A right now,
Yes.
Ninath. So we'll start the clock again, 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Rajiv, can you?
Anybody, any questions?
Anybody, any questions for Ninath? Ninath, you want to keep this?
Mr. Ninath, I have one question. This is VKS Karthikeyan. Yeah. As he perfectly said, when you are in tension, when you are in stress, all these knowledge will not help you. And you have to undergo that stress with no choice. Even if you are having a mentor and everyone is with you, you have to undergo the stress. Let me know how to be in the presence of these learnings at that time.
Yes. So, so these are the things you need to do, right? Breathe, use the full body force, meditate, take a nap, use everybody as a. So these things you need to practice a priori. You cannot do this while you are in the mode of panic. See, I'll give you an analogy. Those firefighters, we think they are brave. They go towards the fire while everybody is running away. They also panic, right? When the thing, life or death situation shows up, they also panic. You know what they are taught? They are taught a very, 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 very simple message. They are taught, put the white stuff on the red stuff. Put the white stuff on the red stuff. Put the white stuff and the red. That's it. So when you are panic mode, you need a very simple message. You need to find which one of these work for you the best. That work you need to do a priori. That you cannot do while you are panicking.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Any other question? Anybody?
I have a question.
Yeah, Rajiv.
What is the most efficient way when that tricky situation comes and one is in panic? What among these, which one is the best way where others should not, where we can subside our panic behavior and others should not notice that we are in panic? So what is the most efficient way among all these? No, all of them are good, but which one is the most efficient where people should not be able to figure out that the person is in panic? Any idea?
Keep smiling. Keep smiling.
Yes, keep smiling. Yes, smile actually has physiological effects on our brain and body. But as I said, I gave you so many options because every person is different. So you have to find your own different thing. For me, breathe works the best. I'll tell you a simple story. I'm a certified scuba diver. And when I was in training, I went to Florida. And when we were about to go, they said, look, these waters are choppy and you are going to get thrown away. So don't panic, it's okay, it will be okay. But, I was a new certified scuba diver. I went down, I had this mask, everything in water, comes very close, and I got claustrophobic and I panicked. I just panicked. I was breathing hard, consuming my oxygen. The teacher noticed it, my trainer noticed it, and somehow he knew what to do. I mean, it was simple. I couldn't think of it that time. He just turned away. He had this pen and paper to write down, and he just write one word and showed me, breathe. That's it. And everything came back to me. I started breathing deep, and within 2 minutes I was calm, and then I had a very nice, enjoyable scuba diving session.
So it's a practice of we have to try all the ways, which one is best for one.
Yes. So try many and see which one works for you the best, and you will find. And maybe there is something that I haven't noticed here, said here. Maybe that will work.
Hmm.
Anybody else? Questions? Mr. Karthikeyan, you had one? Your hand was up for a few minutes.
I just give an applause.
Oh, thank you. Ninad, I've heard Winston Churchill, he was afraid of public speaking, I think, for Winston Churchill. So, and that was in a time of World War II, before World War II, in that era of World War II, and he was the Prime Minister of England. So, he overcame it. So, they don't have access to all this. And as a World War II is what? 70,
42.
80 years ago.
44.
So how do they do it? How did they do it, you think?
I don't know how Winston Churchill did it, but I'm very surprised to find that he was actually afraid of public speaking because
No,
he
I've
saved
heard
the
he
world.
was, I think maybe before he became a prime minister or before he became known, he was afraid
I
of
see.
public speaking. Winston Churchill,
Yes, I also heard.
Huh?
So
Yeah.
one thing is, all these techniques are fine, but one thing that works is your fear is not going to diminish. You have to grow bigger than the fear by exposing yourself to higher and higher levels of fear again and again and again. See, now I have spoken in front at district level. Now club area and district division is nothing for me. But if I was going there first time, obviously I'm going to panic too. So you have to grow beyond and bigger than the fear you have. These techniques will help you diminish the fear a little bit. It's not going to take it away.
Anybody questions? Nina, thank you very much. We
All
are
right. Thank you
just
very much.
very kind of you, Nina. That was wonderful.